Hello teacher, first let me thank you for watching my video. My name is Nguyen Van Dix. I come from the 8th class International Trade at FTU. Today I plan to introduce for you name of my presentation within a minute. Now I will show you a short clip after watching and you can rest.
So in case you haven't noticed, work is a bit different these days. It's not just jobs changing, the whole culture is different. Everything from Ted, who's 24 and can't believe you'd actually want him to fill out the whole status report, to Jimbo, who's 35 and busy working anywhere but the office, and Sharon, age 50, who just might be the best juggler of all things, and most addicted one of the batch. These days, things are moving at the speed of a tweet, and people want access to company systems and data at all times. Basically, our work styles have become as unique as our people. Microsoft is here to help. Check it out today at Microsoft.com.
Hi, how do you think about that? I think you have been knowing a part of my presentation today that I will talk next time. Yes, it had a connection with the culture in the world. As you know, the diversity is reflected in increase very quickly. In fact, because of the boom of the multinational company and attention of business across the nation boundaries, it has become a very common practice to see cross-cultural diversity as reflected. Now, you can imagine that you are working for a multinational companies and your co-worker may be American, Japanese, Chinese, Brazil. And so what's the opportunity and difficulty will you find if you work in a very different culture from your own? And now I will tell you more about that. I have divided mine into two main parts. The first one is opportunity when you're working in different culture, and the part two is difficulties. I'm so happy to answer any question if you have. You can give me after seeing my video. I will communicate with you by telephone 0975844510 or gmail destination.tt@gmail.com. Let's get started. Right now, I show you opportunities you can get in very different culture. In your company with many different culture, you can study a lot of things and improve your knowledge around the world. Why? It's easy to understand because your coworker with diverse cultural background bring unique experience and perception to the table in group and work teams. Putting the diverse knowledge and skill of countries distance workers together can benefit for you to ask more skill, experience from everyone. Its colleagues in the diverse workplace possess unique strength and weakness derived from the culture in addition to their individualities. When you properly diversity in the workplace can leverage the strengths and complement the weakness of each worker to make your abilities increase more and more. For example, you will know how to be teamwork if you work with American, and I'm sure that you should be on time working with Japanese and so on. Besides, another advantage of different culture workplace is the opportunity for your class. Being exposed to new ideas, culture, and perspectives can help individuals to reach out intellectually and gain a clearer view of their surroundings and their place in the world. Spending time with culturally diverse co-workers can slowly break down the subconscious barrier of racial discrimination appear everywhere in the world. In multinational companies, you need to be more pressure to compete with your coworker around the world. This is motivated to make you influence your potential capacities. For instance, if you don't speak English fluently, absolutely, you must try improving that hard. Not only learn more experience, you also build good relationships with them and in modern life. Relationships are powerful. Our one-to-one connection with each other are the foundation for the change. And building relationships with people from different cultures, often many different cultures, is the key in the building diverse communities that are powerful enough to achieve the significant goals. For example, you save enough money and experience widely relationships. You are absolutely easy to establish private companies because you only lack relationship. You have more business partner, easy to control the capital, find out the cheaper material, and now I also give you a small secret, that is how to build good relationships from other culture. 1. Make a conscious decision to establish friendships with people from other culture. 2. Put yourself in situations where you will meet people of other culture. And 3. Examine your passions about people from other culture. 4. Ask people questions about their culture, custom, and view. 5. Read about other people's cultures and histories. 6. Listen to people tell their stories. 7. Note difference in the communication style and values. Don't assume that a majority's way is the right way. And 8. Risk making mistakes. And finally, it's 9. Learn to be early. Continue my talk. I will show you the second part now. I talked to you about difficulties you must face with working a very different culture. What is your point of view? I think language and behavior would be an initial pride problem. Why? Firstly, about the language problem, in the different cultures you must work with many people who come from everywhere in the world. If the people use different language and if you have teamwork, each member don't understand together, that may be leading to the conflict easily. For example, most multinational companies use English for working and use the teamwork. Some native people can use language, leading to not understand for you, and you can understand in a different way, not exactly me. It differs in opinion together unless you show that it will decrease productivity if teamwork. Secondly, its behavior issue. It's the people who come from different culture area with own the behavior culture is very different. For example, American or France is very frank. They rarely rely on their mistake and fixing, but easier they complain from mistake. It makes the best look for easier. However, sometimes it exists racial discrimination on the work when white people don't like black people in some cases. In addition, the different culture may be lead to make cliques at office that's maybe American English, Japanese English, and so on. There one question for you is do you want to work for a company where has many clicks? I'm sure you don't like you for it because you always pressure on your work. Hi. In conclusion, I will summarize for you what I said above. There are many opportunities and difficult you must face with when work in a very different culture from your own. That's maybe advanced is skill, experience, relationships. Maybe disadvantages is communication issue, conflicts, language, and so on. Then, you should take advantage of opportunity and avoid and deal with difficult from your work. Thank you for watching my video. I hope see you later. Goodbye.